Today's Wine Guys segment, we are at Royal Palms Village Wine and Tapas, and that's a mouthful.
It is, isn't it? I'm really surprised you got it out.
Hey, this is a cool place. Wow. And today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving wines. So teach us a great one.
I know. I have. I always get asked every single Thanksgiving. I always get asked, what's your one Thanksgiving wine? What do you recommend pairing?
Does it have to be just one?
Well, that's where I have the problem. Is that picking just one? Picking just one wine. Right. There's no possible way that you can just come up with one wine for Thanksgiving. Right. So that's kind of my big problem. So I picked 4.
Okay, good.
I went straight from 1 to 4.
I like this attitude.
So I have 4 different wines, and these are kind of my ideal wines for Thanksgiving. Pretty much cover all bases, and the problem with Thanksgiving is that you've got, I don't know, personally I never eat turkey on Thanksgiving, but a lot of people do, obviously. But, well,
okay.
I'm not.
They don't have turkey.
I'm English, so I've got no Thanksgiving tradition. That's kind of where I fall with it.
They're not educated.
Yeah, we're not. We're absolutely not. We only invented everything.
Well, you know what I've noticed? You've got 2 of my favorite types of wines here.
You have a favorite type of wine?
Yeah, red and white.
Okay, perfect. See, we've, all these weeks and all these months of filming, that's as far as we've gotten. So I feel I'm just going to go and kill myself right now.
You're doing great.
Yeah, thanks. So what we've got is 2 whites, 2 reds. I have a Gewurztraminer. Yeah, exactly. Gewurztraminer is it's very similar to a Riesling. It's lighter in body. It tends to have a little bit of sweetness. The first part of that word, Gewürz. Any idea what that means?
Guess. I cheated because I asked earlier. It means spicy.
I thought we were just going to play it off we hadn't rehearsed that.
I'm not that smart.
Wow.
Nobody would believe
No,
it.
I know, they never would. I was hoping that you'd just say, I've got no idea, but never mind. So Gewürz actually means spice. The grape has actually got like a spicy kind of character to it, but not in the way of like tandoori food kind of spice. It's like spicy. Yeah, it's like cinnamon, nutmeg kind of spice to it. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it as well. The wines are typically lower in alcohol. This is around 10.5% alcohol. Right. So it's a really good food pairing wine as well. Next one, this is the Merciless Chardonnay. It's really big, buttery, Californian style of Chardonnay.
That means more sun.
Yeah. Well done. See, we're doing all right. We are doing all right, seriously. So yeah, Merciless Chardonnay. It's, again, when I tend to give my Thanksgiving suggestions, it's an American holiday, so I recommend we try and stick with America as much as possible. Yeah.
That's why you picked the German one.
Well, I know, to start off with, right? But the...
Hey, I knew that was German.
You saw a bunch of language on the back that you didn't understand, and you saw made in Germany, and yeah, that's what you were going for. But to be honest, Germany, Austria, they do the best Gewurztraminers, even the Alsace region of France. This country, we do some fairly good Gewurztraminers, but for the sake of, this pairing, I'm going with German Gewurztraminer. Cool. The California Chardonnay, like I said, big, buttery, oaky style. So that you've got your light-bodied, you've got your full-bodied. Whites covered there. All right. Then onto the reds. My personal favourite, if you were only going to pick one wine for Thanksgiving, I recommend Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is my personal favourite wine. It pairs with turkey, but more importantly, it pairs with like the cranberry sauces. Pinot Noir tends to have a cranberry, strawberry, raspberry, kind of lighter in body taste. Yeah, definitely. A little bit of acidity to it. Again, really good food pairing wine. Okay. And the last one, last but not least, is a Zinfandel. Yeah, this is all American. We're getting all American with this one. This is Zinfandel. It's kind of it's an American grape, not white Zinfandel, but red Zinfandel. So this is the Redemption Zin, Alexander Valley Vineyards. Typically higher alcohol, fuller in body. If you like Cabernet, chances are you'll probably like Zinfandel. So that's kind of where I stand with my Thanksgiving wine suggestions.
And I suggest you try all 4, because
not at once. Not at once.
I
had to point that out. I love the fact I even have to point that out, but yeah.
This is the land of plenty.
Yeah, absolutely. All in one glass.
And I know it is Thanksgiving where you're going to gorge yourself.
Oh, yeah. You'll probably end up there.
Yeah, why not? Or if you did it over the course of a day, maybe.
Yeah. Which you end up doing anyway.
Well, thanks for getting us clear on all these Thanksgiving wines. And I hope all you guys have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you again next week.